Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Human Empowerment Experience.
Formerly the Swingers Club.
We don't need to say that anymore.
No.
Because we've changed the name. And it doesn't matter what it was before. Hey, happy Monday, everybody. It's Monday, and we are at the beginning of an exciting new week. And we are here with Sensei David Hills, the RKC Kettlebell trainer.
And the lovely Coach Kendra McLaughlin.
Of the year. Trainer of the year. I just added that.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Well, so this morning, first of all, I'd like to say that what David and I try to do in our spare time is to try to do things that empower us as people. And so part of that is we purchased a new book this weekend.
We did.
And it's, how do you pronounce his name?
Ram Dass.
Ram Dass.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the book?
Be Here Now.
Yes. And what we're doing
It's
is
a classic.
we're reading it together. And for those of you who don't know who Ram Dass is, he was pivotal in the 60s for transformation or bringing the, I don't know, what would you call it?
LSD.
Well, other than that.
Cool. Yes.
Enlightenment.
It's changing consciousness, changing mass consciousness, yes, through understanding of the uses of psilocybin. He was a contemporary of Timothy Leary and Metzner. And
but he brought that way of thinking to the West from the East, and so he was critical in bringing that over and getting people involved in that from India, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's a really cool book. And it's about consciousness, it's about empowerment, it's about finding really who you are inside. And basically he had everything. He had all kinds of things, physical things. He was a professor, he was this, that, and all this other stuff. But he was missing something inside. And you know who else this reminds me of?
Most people.
Mike Chang, the bodybuilder.
Oh yeah. So you reach a certain level and then just give it up because you got to go back.
He had everything, and then he was missing something inside, and found really who he was. But one of the quotes that I selected for this morning has to do about love, and it was really profound to me because I think a lot of us are doing things in our lives, consciously or unconsciously, because we want to be liked or loved by others. And did you know that you don't have to do anything or prove anything to anybody to be loved? You are automatically loved just the way you are.
You don't need likes on Facebook?
You don't need likes on Facebook. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to have anything. You don't need to look like anything in particular. You are automatically loved. And that's the way it is. And so it's kind of something for everybody to think about in terms of your own life. Why are you doing the things you're doing? Are you doing it because you want people to love you? You don't have to do it because, you can do it because you like it and it's fun and that's what your goals are. But you are automatically loved just the way you are. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to be anybody special. And everybody has this ability and love. You're born with it. And that's the way the universe works. So I thought I would bring that to light. And you can see that quote on my Facebook page for this morning. Because there are a lot of people that don't feel like they are loved. And when you realize that it's just an automatic thing that you have inside of you, and you don't have to do anything special to get it, it just helps for those people that are trying to look for love on the outside. So we're going to get started with our kettlebell training. Let's see if we have anybody with us this morning.
I can't see who they are.
We have Anne is with us on Facebook. We have a couple people on Instagram. But you know what it is? It's a holiday today, too. It's Labor Day.
Slackers.
People are sleeping in.
What a bunch of slackers.
It's Labor Day weekend. So a lot of people may be just not working today and sleeping in or whatever. Hope you had a great weekend. But we're going to get started because that's what we do here. We are empowering you to have a great morning routine and to get yourselves in a healthy condition, creating warriors, strong people inside and out.
I know some of you have started by making your morning routine watching your kettlebell workout. We're going to transition that into you picking up an actual kettlebell and swinging.
Yeah. So if you have not tried it, maybe this morning's a good morning to start.
Perfect morning to start. In fact, we're going to go over the form of the swing in our workout or in our warm-up. So that being said,
let's get started with a warm-up.
Let's get started with warm-up. So we'll back up onto our mats. We're going to start without the kettlebell. Now, I want you to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to take your hands and you're going to chop right here.
Karate chop.
And you're going to flatten your back. Now, I don't want you to sit down like a squat, right? That's something different. Here, we're going to hinge the hip. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. It's not this. It's this. Look how much my knees are bending. Very little, right?
So they can bend a little bit.
They bend, but they're going to bend just a little bit.
And you'll feel this stretch in the back of your legs. I feel it up over my glutes.
That's right. Now fold at the hip and bring your back all the way flat. Reach your hands down to the floor.
And if you can't reach, that's okay, as long as your back is straight. That's really the main thing. And you can feel that nice stretch on the back of the legs, and the glutes, and the lower back.
Absolutely. So the other thing that we need to do is we need to make sure our shoulders are seated. So we're going to come down into a plank position. Now,
if you have to do this on your knees, you can. I know there are some people watching that won't be able to do it.
Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to let yourself fall between your elbows locked, and then push yourself up with just your shoulders. This is where I want you to be.
So you don't bend your elbows?
Nope. Keep your elbows locked. I want you to stay in this planked position, right?
And then what do?
Now you're going to keep your shoulders tight. You're going to bring your knees underneath you, and you're going to come up, and you're going to keep your shoulders in that fired position. Now, right here, your shoulders are nice and solid against your body. Now, release them. Bring them back. Release. In fact, here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a fist, but I want you to make a fist at this end of your arm and up here at your shoulders, like a fist at both ends of your arm. There's your shoulders being seated.
Yeah, it's easier doing it with a fist because it
gives you a cue.
Yeah.
Release them. Tighten. Release. Incidentally, if you're going to punch something and you want to punch it hard, make a fist at both ends of your arm, and then you've got your body to punch with, right? As opposed to making a fist here and then just punching with your arm, connect it, and now you've got your whole body, right? This is where power comes from, connecting your body together. When you swing a kettlebell, you must keep your shoulders seated, connecting your arm to your body. Make sense?
Yeah, because that's where the power comes from.
The power comes from the hips. The power in the kettlebell swing comes from the glutes pushing your hips forward, which makes the kettlebell rise. Once the kettlebell comes back down, it touches my body, then I fold at the hip and continue my swing. So that when I am all the way back, my arm is touching my leg. So that when I fire the glutes, it pushes my hips forward, which pushes my arm, which makes the kettlebell swing. So let's do that. Let's take our kettlebell, put it in front of us, and you'll notice the way I picked it up, exactly the same way. Okay. So actually, set the kettlebell out in front of you. So it makes a triangle. You've got your feet, and then the kettlebell should make a equilateral triangle. Yes. Okay.
Hey, it's too early.
It's too early for words like equilateral. Okay. Same effort.
Tone it down a bit.
Tuesday. All right.
Triangle's fine.
As long as it's got 3 sides, we're fine. Okay. Fold here at the hip. Keep your back flat. Reach over, grab the kettlebell. Seat your shoulders. Now, when you pull the kettlebell back, it's going to touch your legs, and then you're going to push forward. Here we go. Set it down. You're going to do that a few times, and you're going to push your hips hard enough and with enough power to push the kettlebell up about the height of your chest.
Now, what's cool about this particular move is it's going to work your entire psoas area here, and that's what I'm finding in my body is it literally it's changing the shape and the musculature of this part of my body.
Mostly what it changes is your neurological connection to those muscles, your ability to feel those muscles. Once you can do it, it changes everything about how you use your body.
For anything.
Anything.
We were playing volleyball on Saturday morning. We have we live in a place where we have a professional volleyball net. So we were playing volleyball on Saturday morning, and I noticed a huge difference in the way I'm moving. I'm moving because of the firing of these here. And I noticed too the next day, this was a little tender because I was moving these in a different way, which is great.
Engaging things in a new way. All right, so we're going to do, how many swings are we going to do? No, we're getting up on time to start here. So why don't we go ahead and start with 30 swings to dial in our swing form. Don't use a heavy kettlebell. Use a medium-sized kettlebell if you've got one. Work on your form. Form is key.
Form over weight.
Form over, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Don't try and pick up a heavy weight and fix your form. Lightweight. Okay, so making a triangle, feet on either side, fold at the hips, grab the kettlebell, seat your shoulders, and here we go. Bring it up. 1, 2, 10 more. Set it down. Nice.
Hope everybody did great on that.
Absolutely. Okay.
I love. You know what's funny is now that we've been doing those for a little bit of time, I'm just going to adjust your. We can't see you. Let me see who else is here this morning. Candy. Candy Hansen, I'm so happy to have you here with us this morning. Please send Kevin our love, and I hope he feels better and gets better. He's in the hospital this morning, and just thinking of him and you guys.
Okay, so what we're going to do this morning, we're going to do something a little bit difficult. We're going to do our swing to the rack and lunge. And these are a very intense cardio workout as well as lower body. So let me show you what it looks like. You're going to take the kettlebell, make sure you've got room in front of you. You're going to swing it to the rack and step with the opposite leg. It looks like this. Then I come back and swing and step. So the return is as I step back and rack it as I step forward. Here we go.
Oh, I gotta pick my kettlebell up.
We'll start with it down on the ground.
Okay. Darn it, I gotta pick the kettlebell up.
So pick a side, whatever hand you pull, whatever hand you rack the kettlebell in, the opposite leg is going to lunge. Okay. Here we go. And down.
Okay, so.
Come on forward with the opposite leg. Come back. Swing. Forward. Rack. We're doing 10. Keep your core fired. Okay, change hands.
Okay, yeah. That was my 26 pound.
26 pounds.
That really fires up the cardio.
It sure does.
And that's a little difficult to do on that one.
Sneaks up on you. Whew.
I think I was holding my breath too.
Okay, you want to go the smaller weight of this. All right, folks. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to swing the kettlebell to the rack in a handle stand position and press it. So it's going to be swing to the rack and press, but the ball is up. There it goes. Swing to the handle stand, press, and return.
That's, and you'll, when you go to try that
This is a difficult
one, I
exercise.
was going to say it's a difficult. He makes it look really super easy.
If you need to use the other hand, use it. Try not to. Okay, here we go. 5 on each side. Swing to the handle stand and press. 1. Grip with your toes. 2. Grip your stomach. 3.
I don't know what I'm doing.
4. This might take time.
It's only going to take me time.
Change hand.
And, wow, I can do it. You might have one arm that you can do it better than the other. I'm right-handed, so it seems to be something that I can actually do on my right hand.
3. 4.
I'm just going to put my other hand up here.
5.
Last 2. Wow, there was a huge difference in the
Huge difference.
2 hands. My right hand, because I'm right-handed and
That is mostly neurological connection.
he's left-handed.
Whatever your arm, I'm left-handed. Left side is easier for me on that. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people do that exercise, they struggle with it, and they feel like they don't have the grip strength to do it. And I'm here to tell you, it is not about grip strength. Watch.
He'll be with 2 fingers, basically, in the palm of his hand. So he doesn't have a big grip on it. It's about balance.
This is a balance exercise. Okay.
That was a good
I did demo.
a good point. Because my instinct is to want to hang on to it even harder.
Yeah, people want to grip it, and it just saps their energy. It's in your core. It's in the movement of these muscles of your core that give you the balance you need. So it's control here, not control here. It is very interesting, but our strength comes from our center. In the Japanese traditions, hara no waza, training the stomach. This is what it is. Center awareness is the key to your strength.
How's
What's that?
Nawawa? What was it?
Hara.
Hara.
This is your hara.
Hara.
No waza.
Nawaza. Hara Nawaza.
Waza means technique.
Hara
Hara no
Nawaza.
waza, technique of the stomach. All right. Let's do some long side.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my
Go to your big
one.
kettlebell for sure.
Anybody new talking on? We got a few people that must have gotten up this morning. And it's not. Rajesh!
Rajesh!
Minnie is here. Rajesh is here.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to do our press, but in a pressed position, we're going to do a calf raise. So swing to the rack and press, lift. Swing to the rack and press, lift. We're going to do 10 on each side, folks. Here we go. Grab your kettlebell. Swing it to the rack. Use your hips. Press it overhead. Lift. And down. And swing. 2. Lift. Swing. 3. Swing. Press. 4. 6. 7. 10. Return, change hands. Seven. 8. Last one. 10.
Wow, those are hard.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if it's because it's Monday, but adding that lift
Adding
with
that
the-
lift.
was hard. I had to not do it over the last 3 or so. Just
The
because-
lift part?
Yeah, because I was really needing to concentrate on
Mm-hmm.
keeping this flush and up,
Absolutely.
and I couldn't concentrate on both at the same time.
Well,
I probably could do it with my lighter weight, but this was really heavy for me this morning.
okay. We're going to do some high windmills. So, I would say use a smaller weight. You're going to take your kettlebell and press it overhead. Turn the feet away. Hand on the inside of the thigh with the eyes on the kettlebell. Go down to the elbow on the knee and back up.
Okay, I'm gonna adjust your camera because
Sure.
we can't see you at all. There we go.
Make this an action of the hip. The arm is straight, eyes on the kettlebell. The hip goes back, and then the hip goes forward. Grab your kettlebell, swing it to the right. Press it overhead. Turn the feet. Hand on the inside of the thigh. Elbow to the knee. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point the feet to the front. Rack the kettlebell. Change hands. Press it overhead. Turn the feet away. Hand on the inside of the thigh, look up. Kick the hip back, back leg is straight, elbow to the knee. Rise. 1. Keep your core fired. 2. 3. 4. 5. Pull it in. Set it down. Beautiful. Okay, folks. It's time for 50 swings.
So
These are 44 and 53 pounds. This is the heaviest kettlebell that I ever messed with. Well, that's not true. I mess with heavier kettlebells sometimes, but if you want to not get hurt, know your limitations.
This is my limitation here.
Yep, yep.
Just having-
You can swing a much heavier kettlebell than you can press over your head.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
But a good way not to get hurt is not to swing a kettlebell you can't press over your head. Then you'll never get hurt. But pushing yourself, as long as you keep your core fired and your shoulders seated, back straight, you can swing a heavy kettlebell. So use your discretion on that. If you're a brand new beginner, use the regular kettlebell you've been using. Okay, 50 swings. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plenty. Third. 40.
Fantastic workout this morning.
Beautiful.
Holy smoke. Give me a minute. Get some breath here.
Twiz.
Everybody breathe in
Twizerimana.
and out slowly. Oh, thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. So happy to see all of you listening in the morning, or maybe it's not morning for you.
Maybe you're watching the replay.
Rajesh lives in.
He's in India. Rajesh, what are you doing up this time of night?
Actually, isn't it evening?
Is it?
I don't know. What time is it in India?
What time is it in India?
Anyway, we have friends from all over the world. Rajesh joined us in the UK for 3 months doing Wealth Yogi. He's an amazing, amazing person, a great father, a great spiritual warrior and leader, and we love you so much.
He's the guru.
But really, just understand today that you are loved no matter what. You don't have to do anything special to be loved. You're already loved. That's just the way it is. Isn't that cool?
It's very cool.
Sending all of you.
If no one else, we love you.
Yeah. We're sending all of you love, joy, peace, and happiness. Sending healing energies to those in the world who are suffering today.
It's 4 p.m. in India.
I thought so.
Because
I thought it was like,
we have another one from India here. Can't read it without my glasses.
you can use mine. Sending all of you love, but sending healing energies to those of you in the world who are suffering today, in particular, my friends,
Yes. Love the hearts, Muthage. Thank you. All right.
Go ahead and set that one down so we can finish our
Finishing.
We're a little crooked there.
We are always.
Oh boy. Okay. Today's Monday. A beautiful, beautiful week. Productive, harmonious, with love, compassion, and care. Hope you have a fantastic week. We will see you here tomorrow morning live at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another dose of kettlebell training and inspiration as well.
Daily dose of kettlebell.
We are creating and empowering warriors and people to be the best they can be, to live a life of passion and purpose, and that's what we do here, David and I. So, so happy to have you here with us today. Love you all, and we will see you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow morning. Almond, good to see you, sir.